Welcome to the Tone Jerks podcast. I'm your host, Brian Gower, and with me today we got...
Kyle McIntyre.
All right. Welcome to the show, everybody.
Sorry, I gave you, was it 60 cycle eyes there? Nothing.
What does that mean? Is that what...
Ryan's eyes are always...
Yeah.
At least in his thumbnails. He's like, boo.
Yeah. He's very, like...
He's trying to get your attention. I'm always staring at those peepers.
Yeah.
I'm always hooked into those things.
Jeepers creepers.
He's got my attention.
Yeah. He's like, what do we have here? A guitar? Does it play?
It's got 6 strings, right? Oh, shit.
What happens in this video may shock you. All right. So
10 things guitarists hate.
Number 1 will shock you.
Number 7.5 will shock you.
Yeah. Give you the shocker.
Yes, that's Number 7.5 is a shocker.
Oh, that's a...
Give it to yourself.
Yeah, that's a... 7.5.
Number
that's
6.
That'll,
Number 6 is a stranger, and number 7 is a shocker.
yeah.
Give yourself a stranger.
Number 5.5 is pretty fucking good, if you ask me.
Yeah.
If you're asking,
we're trying.
Like that's pretty. That's gonna do you. You don't need to go past that one, by the way. That's all in the title. It's like, what
that's
the hell?
The biggest that they go.
Yeah. Anyways, I think this week is maybe I got a couple news articles, so I want to bring news segment back. So, some guitar news this week. We got a new Silvertone and Jackson Audio collaborate on the Twin 12 pedal. The Overdrive marks Jackson Audio's first collaboration with another company. To me, it sounds like more like a Jacks Off Audio, if you ask me.
No one was asking you, but now we're glad we did.
Jacks on, more like Jacks Off. All right. So, more Gibson news. Everybody loves Gibson, right? And they're back in the news here. So, Gibson appears to be hiring for a Gibson garage in London. The first Gibson garage opened, in June last year in Nashville, Tennessee. So, they're hiring in London, right? So I was able to go into their website for their hiring and saw some, job requirements and description of what the job is. So, it reads that they're looking for the toughest boyos in downtown London for a cheeky wank and a spot of tea. If that sounds like you, I'd say hit up Gibson.
Go for it, man.
Go for it. Go work at the Gibson garage. They love the cheeky wank.
For a couple of shekels.
Yeah.
For a couple of quid.
Yeah. For a pee. So yeah, I guess that's all that's all the news I got for jokes.
Does Jason Statham have to read that?
Yeah. A cheeky wank.
Welcome to Gibson Garage.
I'm thinking of Billy Butcher.
Yeah, sorry, I'm mixing them up.
Yeah, kind of. Watch me have a wank. It'll cost you a tenner.
You fucking playing Fender? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. So, anyways, non-joke related news, and it's not really news. Now I feel like a real journo here. I got no facts. Just like, here's a rumor: Blink-182 might get back together. Shrug.
Stay tuned for more later.
Like that's what it was. It's like shrug. Like I fell for it when I was scrolling through the news a couple weeks ago. Anyways, but non-joke related news. But I guess it's not really news yet. So, Copper Sound pedals. They are teasing on their Instagram a new release, I believe.
Alex always teases me.
He's teasing.
He's always sending me DMs teasing me.
He's such a tease over there. And I do want to text Alex to be like, yo, what's coming up here? I'm sure he would
ain't gonna
not tell me.
No, not at all.
He would not fucking tell us about the triple graph. And I'm like, even off air recording, I'm like, I'm not recording. I was. So what's the next pedal gonna be? And he's like, I'm not telling you. I'm like, God damn it.
I tried everything this time.
I tried to say but anyways, I know you won't tell me, and there's no date or anything, just from some of the posts that I've seen. But he's like, nondescript pictures and out of focus, and probably once it's released, you'll get it. Like the triple graph when they were doing different photos and stuff like that. That once you knew what the pedal was, it was like made sense leading up to it. I'm like, damn it! Like photos of the arrows and the yellow and black and white and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, I have no idea what it's going to be, but from what I can see, they have discontinued their gravity bomb boost.
Yep.
Which was, I believe, an op amp based boost.
I think it was.
Also buffer kind of deal. So really cool pedal. I have one of those. Standalone mini guys, and also it's in my Foxcatcher. Very cool pedal, super usable. It's like a good always on pedal. So, but also like good for the fact of that you're boosting and getting some boosties going. I'm thinking maybe they're doing a V2 of that, or a new version, or something like a beefy, full size MXR pedal. So not like, I guess to bring it back if you're unfamiliar, the Gravity Bomb was a mini guy, single knob, foot switch. I'm thinking maybe they do MXR sized, which they haven't done yet. They've done like the double pedals, the double wides. So think of like
double wide,
the double wide trailers over there.
So 1590 or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh no,
I'm unfamiliar. You
throwing numbers. You're like, yeah, sure.
I'm nodding. I'm like, that sounds pretty fucking good. Kyle, you're fucking hella smart. You know that? you're a smart fella. And so, but they also have not done yet. Big brains tapping the temple here. A delay. They've done the reverb, kick-ass reverb. They've done kick-ass chorus. They've done the drive with the boost, and they've done a tremolo. A lot of features in there. Alex and the boys over there, the boys and girls over there at Copper Sound are doing a lot of really cool things. And so I'm like, I really think they could do a delay. So I have no idea. I'm just speculating. So this is me bringing you my news. The research I've done, I've scrolled on Instagram and just like messaged Alex, and he's sent nothing back. So that's the news.
Like normal.
He's like normal. He's like,
miss me.
Blocked.
Lose my number. So this is Instagram. Oh, that's right. I can do this block.
Oh yeah. No, I got something for you. So I got something for you, Bill. So that's, I don't know what I'm seeing. I really dig that. So they've also, so they're doing some cool things over there at Copper Sound. So check them out. Stay tuned. And this is not even him hitting me up. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing over there? Anyways, besides all my joke news and my attempt to do some breaking news, Kyle, what's new in your world? What's shaking? What's grooving? What is good?
There it is. All right, so mine's, I don't know, probably kind of lame, but I downloaded a new app on my phone. It's fucking sick, dude.
All right.
What do you got for what's new, dude?
Yeah, that was it.
No, so I downloaded this app. It's a stupid name. It's called Moises, like noises, but with an M.
So more noises.
Yeah, Moises. Moises.
Yeah.
And so it like popped up on Instagram or something, like something drummers use. This is something drummers use to take out drums on a track.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so. And it's like, oh, you can also take out vocals. You can also take out. So it's like an app version of something that's probably a really expensive program that you buy for your like tractor or something that DJs use to like remove.
Okay, yeah.
So this is like, it's cool.
When you got that
it
DJ
does work.
Money.
Yeah, so like I have like on my phone I have a couple songs, and they're that After Party band that we've talked about a million times. So I was like, let's just try. So I like put it in there. It's like a few minutes, it'll be ready. Thing takes like an hour.
Okay.
Put it in there. and it takes an hour. But for the most part, it does a pretty good job of.
Yeah.
It doesn't separate exactly everything, and like I was listening to it, and like where he says like he says two or something, and it's like the word, the letter, the number, the word two. It like just removes it from the sentence because it's like right on like the snare probably, or like right on something.
Gotcha,
I was like, okay, well that word's just gone, but it's kind of cool because you can like, oh, I know what he's actually saying. This is like a band that we've listened to since like 2004, when like MySpace was a thing, and
MySpace
no
was
one wrote.
king, dude.
They like everything was like a burned copy. They never pressed anything, or they did press something. I think it was all local. It never made it to. There were no streaming services, so nothing ever made it to.
That was like such a huge thing back in the day.
Yeah,
and I'm talking, back in our day, like 2005, 2006.
Back in the day.
2004. Like those 3 years of like, to make your band just pop is like giving out CDs. Burnt CDs, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, it really stuck with people. I know 2 bands from that, I don't know, like year or so when we were first starting to go to shows was The After Party.
Yep.
And Remick. And both of those, I got free burnt CDs with just, Sharpie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I still have that band, both of those actually on my phone.
That's cool.
I have Remick. I think it was called ADD. Is there?
Yeah.
And then Dead Dance Ball for The After Party.
Yeah.
Both on my phone. I'm like, you'll never find this anywhere, dude. This was back Soma
underground, dude.
Soma 2005. Remick opened up for Aquabat. Aquabat suck ass, but Remick was good, and the fucking singer was shredded.
Dude, be careful. They have you'll get murdered over that shit.
Good.
Be careful.
And me.
Yeah. Thank God, finally.
God.
That's all it was gonna take.
God bless.
God bless.
To say Aquabat suck. Whereas, because they're like a ska band, I'm not really into ska. Whereas Remick, the singer was fucking shredded. He was hot.
Yeah. We need to do like hottest musicians, dude.
I think so, because it's like
make a list.
Whoever that singer was, he was fun. I remember we saw them play, and I'm like, I really like their music, but why did they start the set off with no shirts on?
Yeah, they started. Well, they didn't want to sweat on their new Hurley shirts, dude.
I guess
they just got that at Tilly's that day.
Yeah,
the
whatever fucking Hurley or
Etnies shirt or
Element shirts or what is it?
Yeah, Element,
World
Toy Machine,
the World Industry shirts that they just bought at Tilly's. But I was like, why the fuck did he take his shirt off? He hadn't even started yet. He just rips his shirt off. I'm like, oh, because the guy's fucking jacked. Nice.
Yeah.
So that's what you have to be when you fucking play a show. You have to be fucking jacked. You can't have fucking a gut and tits. You know what? We proved them wrong. Hello.
We lasted probably a lot longer than they did.
Yeah. Open up for all-time low. Hello.
Yeah. Woo. Anyways, so this app is pretty cool.
Yes.
It does pretty much what it says. So.
Really? Is it on your phone or?
Yeah, I have it on my phone.
Okay.
It's Moises.
Yeah.
Moises. Sounds like just something from Brooklyn would. When it's cold. Oh, my Moises is aching.
Moises is aching up.
Yeah, it's my Moises is acting up.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it's pretty cool. I just pick like songs that I've heard a million times, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. I kind of know what's going on, and I know what the bass is playing, but I'm like, oh, and it actually tells you. There's other things you can do with this app too. It tells you what notes they're playing. It tells you.
Oh, really?
You can change the tempo. Yeah, so you can actually use it as a, like, if you're playing a cover or something of a song that actually people know. It's like I'll play that one Coldplay song. Hell yeah.
Well, not to cut in McFly, but there was a song that I'm learning from Hardly Human. I got a gig with them in a couple weeks, and I have played the song before, but since like in the year or whatever, they've changed it and added parts or whatever. And then there was a bridge or like a part before the bridge. It was like a turnaround. It was like pretty much a chromatic walk down that walked back up at a certain point. And I was like,
yeah,
with triplets, and I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. What the fuck?
Steve, what you doing?
Wow.
You're fucking my ass, as they say.
You're fucking me in my ass, as they say. And I was at the band practice, and I'm like, I look at my notes, which I had saved, analog notes on my notebook from a year ago, and I'm referring to them. I'm like flipping through pages. I'm like, it's not written down. It's not written down. What are you doing? What are you doing? It's like, oh, it's just a little turnaround that we do. I'm like, but I have to be accurate. I have to hit the kick and the note with you guys at this. I'm like, I can't be sloppy on this. I'm like, I don't know what notes I'm hitting. He's like, oh, you'll figure it out. I'm like,
let's go for it. I don't know what you're playing either.
How about a surprise? He did not figure it out. And so he sent me the more updated demo, which had that, added part. And I couldn't figure it out for the life of me. I was like, kind of like I knew the starting point and end point.
Send it to me. I'll send it back.
But the thing is, last practice, I brought out my my black book and my Sharpie. I'm like, so you don't need notes? Fuck off. We don't need to pretend like we're musicians here. Tell me the numbers of the frets. So I wrote,
dang,
11, 10, 9, and he's like, that's how I think too. And I'm like, good. I know we all want to think like, you want to go from
F sharp.
Yeah.
Hammer on down to the.
I'm like, no, give me numbers of like 11, 10, 9, 8, skip 6, whatever. It's like, I'm like, that's gonna stick more than like.
You're gonna legato across this.
Not so much that, but
a
even
crescendo
just like,
into the.
I still am not super. It's not natural for me to think of like in notes. Sometimes. And I'm like, once you throw me a curveball or you get me off track a little bit, I'm like, I spaz out. I'm like,
no. Yeah.
What the fuck? Bitch,
what
you
is
have
that?
to be joking.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah. What is this bullshit? God damn it. I stubbed my toe. Like I hit the wrong note. God damn it.
God damn. We keep doing that. We keep doing that.
I love that one. God damn. God damn. You hit all the wrong notes, and every time you hit the wrong note, God damn. We live in IG reels.
Yeah, stupid meme land.
Yeah, so we live in memes. But anyways, so I could have used that app on Monday.
Yeah, so you don't need it anymore.
I think I'm good now, but I might bookmark that for future reference.
It's Moises.
Moises. Moises for the boyses and Goyleses.
Goyleses.
Oh, that's the next app that they have.
Goyles. It's just gargoyles.
Gargoyles.
You mark. They're geolocated. Oh wow, there's another gargoyle. I must pen this one.
Yeah.
Goyles.
The Goyleses. So, yeah, I like that.
It's like as of today, but I noticed that the app takes a long time. So it's like it might take a few minutes. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is like.
Few is subjective, by the way.
I mean, one of the songs was 5 minutes long, but it's like still, I get it. It just divides up into 4 tracks, and there's like you can pay for like a pro version, which I think you can divide even more.
That's how they get you. That's how they're gonna get you.
Yeah, you can do vocals. You can do vocals and instrumental on one option, or you can do into 4 tracks, which is vocals, drums, bass, and melody.
How does it split it up? Is it MP3
frequency
or waves?
I'm guessing.
No.
Oh, I haven't exported it yet. I've just been listening to it in the app, but
okay, yeah. I'm like, do they send you waves?
It's probably an MP3. I don't know.
Who knows? fuck them.
So, anyways, there's that. That's as of today.
That could be really cool for playing songs, practicing, learning parts.
Yeah, if you really wanted to hear like what the artist was doing, or the bassist, or the
Yeah,
because there are some cool parts in these songs too, and you just it's dumb. It's dumb because like no one's ever heard of these songs before, but I'm interested still because he says things. I'm like his lyrics. Mm-hmm. He'll speed through like a line. I'm like, I've never known what he said. There's no lyric sheet on this. It's not even like, oh, Google, what are the lyrics for this song? Come again.
Do you still have a CD folder of like old burnt copies of CDs from back in the day?
Yeah, I do. I found one here. I gotta go look through it. And it probably has those games you were looking for.
Oh, really? I'm like thinking, I'm like, I actually have like an old, was it Case Logic or whatever the brand was?
Oh yeah,
the big binder. I got the one. It's falling apart. Every fucking, it's like a binder. How you have your page dividers or whatever.
Yeah,
it's like that, but for like a CD, and all like 2 out of the 3 fucking like.
Oh, they're ripped.
Yeah, they're all ripped. So I'm like, but I have all my CDs in there, and I have a lot of burned ones in there, which were demos of bands locally, and I definitely purged them of like bullshit ones.
Yeah.
Ones that I'm like, not that like, I'm like, this band never made it. I don't care if the band made it, but if they were good or not. If I like it. I'm like, am I going to listen to this again? No. Fuck them. Throw it away. But there were some that made the cut. There was one, I think, that same show with the Remick band with a really hot guy.
Smoking
hot guy.
You're in the back.
I think it was one. Oh, yeah. I think we were like 14 and we see a guy with his shirt off, and we're like,
I think it was my first show actually.
I think it was probably one of mine. It was like
we're just confused, like, what's going on here?
Should I start beating it right now or what?
Yeah. Is anyone gonna notice?
If I catch it,
my body's feeling weird right now.
If I catch a beat right now,
like sex ed. Sex ed. Ooh.
You go to like a club watching rock bands and stuff like that. Your parents are afraid of you doing drugs or drinking, and then you get caught beating off.
You just go from 0 to pedophile and like.
But you're.
Yeah.
You're
all right. 0 to sex offender, real quick.
Yeah, I guess. Is there such a thing?
I would have preferred. He stopped at marijuana,
but he just started beating.
He just spun the wheel of fortune. He just went
beating his dick off at the club. Like you're 13 years old, and you're like, "Yes, this is fucking. Might as well do it." Anyways,
it's dark in here.
Yeah, getting those fucking CDs. I guess that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, Jesus. Let's go back to that.
Anyways, but yeah. That's cool. I'm actually probably going to look at that app.
Nice.
And, break songs down.
Yeah.
Do you think you're going to maybe pick songs apart and maybe try and, like...
Yeah, maybe learn some things or just kind of...
Rebuild them,
We've talked about it before, where it's like you listen to, a bass tone that you think sounds like one thing, and then you listen and you're like, what? That's the bass tone from this song? That's like listening to Sting or listening to, Police, and you're like, the hell? Or people talk about AC/DC. Oh yeah, AC/DC is like super hardcore, like distortion or overdrive. Like, no,
not really.
Pretty clean guitars.
Yeah, definitely like some crunch in there, but like
it's not through a jazz chorus, but it's it's not. It's not.
Yeah, as far as guitar tones and stuff like that. And then it's actually pretty cool listening to. There was I think it's still around. IG Profile. That had like bass isolated tracks.
Yeah.
I don't know if they had, something similar to what you did, but
probably
the Sting ones, and like you could hear it. And I'm like, oh my god, that sounds pretty fucking cool. Of how unprecise it is.
Yeah.
Like he is, I think it's a slide or fretless bass that he's using. I'm like, wow, that sounds pretty cool. Of how like, boom, and like you can hear him kind of like slide into the note and do maybe like a little vibrato and back in and out of it and catching things and maybe like doing a little like on bass like finger picking, like hear like hear him like click onto it, and I'm like,
yeah,
that's pretty cool how isolated it is, and you don't hear the little nuances.
Yeah, in the song, it just hides it all.
Yeah, because it doesn't need to be there. And everybody's just like, everything needs to be Robotronic and perfect and MIDI bass only. Nowadays, like you hear fucking, the Ryan Bruce.
A mouse fart.
The Fluff. Ryan Fluff Bruce guy. He's like, my last record, we used a fucking MIDI bass. We didn't even use the bass player who exists. He's a human, by the way.
He just didn't want to play.
And I'm like, or he's like, yeah, we used Get Good drums on this. We didn't even fucking record a drummer. I'm like, it's like, it's way easier to have a perfect bass performance. And then you hear the bass performance. Here's isolated. I'm like,
Jesus Christ.
That sounds like a video game from
Video?
A video game.
That sounds like a video game.
Like,
one of them
that sounds
arcade
like
games.
a 16-bit video game. Like, it doesn't sound real. In a mix, you can hide it for sure. But I'm like, come on, man.
Why not just get Sting? That's the moral of the story.
Yeah, I'm
just
sure
get Sting to play for you.
You know what? The program would be cheaper. I get it. But just get Sting. It's worth it. But
everyone needs a little Sting.
But I don't know. Isolating the tracks, you can hear they're not perfect. They don't have to be. And it's a thing with recording your own tracks or maybe something for yourself. I'm like, it's a double-edged sword there. I'm like, doesn't have to be perfect, but also don't fucking play like shit.
Yeah.
Keep the human element in it.
The shit. Keep the shit in there.
Some of it. Keep some of the shit in there. I want to say. I'm reeling back as I'm saying it. I don't even finish sentences. I'm like,
You're liable. You're liable. Make sure you know. I just want you to know.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So that was a lot on just a stupid music app. Anyways, this past weekend it's a holiday weekend for me.
Oh yeah. Holiday.
Yeah. A holiday in Cambodia.
Holiday in Bible
Falls. So did some gardening, right? I've talked about it before, but this is a little different. All right. Sorry, to my reverse burp into the mic.
Yeah, sorry.
That's the name of the game, baby. So my wife wanted like a raised like garden beds.
Yeah.
So we did they call them stock tanks, right? So they're like galvanized.
Yeah.
Like huge. I think I sent you a picture of it.
Yeah.
But for the listener, the viewer, it's a galvanized tank. You normally you'd fill with water, and you would let your livestock basically drink from it, right? So you fill it up or however you do it. We got 3 of those, and we filled them with bark and then soil. So they're like 6 feet long by 2 feet wide by 2 feet tall, maybe 2.5 feet tall.
Yeah.
A lot of freaking volume in there. So we filled bark like a foot all the way, right? Do organic stuff, throw it in there. So we're trying to grow vegetables and stuff,
nice.
just to have something, take the edge off of HEB, going down there.
Yeah. I like it.
Only go there for the barbecue. No,
for the fucking Mountain Dewies.
Yeah, get some Millers.
And honey mussy. Yeah.
So spent, pretty much all day doing that. It's crazy. They dropped it off on a holiday. It was like Monday. They're like, yeah, we'll bring it by. Like, all right. So we got a whole pallet's worth of soil, which was a little overboard. We'll use it somewhere. Mm-hmm. But we had my brother to help me. So that was nice because it was still like 100 degrees.
Jesus Christ.
It was like 97 or something. We took breaks, but we took entourage breaks. So don't worry about it.
What do you know about Turtle, man?
Yeah.
Turtle in the gang.
So yeah, we do like a couple. We do like 12 bags or whatever. Get freaking sweaty, and then we'd like, let's go watch 2 episodes, dude. Let's go lay down some fucking some Ari Gold right now.
Some Johnny Drama.
Yeah. So Johnny Drama and Ari Gold for me are like the standouts in that show, by the way.
Yeah.
They're like the best, some of the best characters.
Drama's the best.
He always has advice on everything.
That fucking the short guy who's not Turtle.
Eric?
He sucks ass.
Really?
Yeah. I think he's probably
the manager guy?
Yeah, he sucks.
Why does he suck?
If I remember, he sucked. It was like, you're not funny. You just create drama.
No, he's the one who's keeping it all together, keeping everyone working.
No, I guess you're right. The main actor or whatever. He's actually the
yeah, probably. He's like the worst.
He's like just a prop.
Yeah. He's the dude banging all the chicks and making the money.
Yeah.
When these guys are actual characters.
Yeah, they're like, we're just hanger on.
It's still funny though. They're still actually, you know what? I take it back. They're all fucking great. They're all great.
I'd probably watch again.
You should.
Never
and
finished
everyone
it.
should.
Never finished it. Did you?
Yeah. Yes, I finished. I don't think I ever saw the movie though, because the movie came out like years after the last season.
Yeah.
And I don't think I had HBO at that point.
I don't think it was very big.
No.
If I remember, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was like kind of like, oh, I started watching Entourage. I fell out of it. Fuck it.
No, Entourage is so good. Anyways, I keep saying that, but
just fucking goddamn watch it, please.
we got the 3 tanks in, and then we got an arch, basically, so that the vine style plants can grow up those. So like beans and squash and stuff.
Nice.
So that's out of that's made out. Everything's funny. Everything's a piece of livestock, like actual someone probably could use it. Mm-hmm. But we use it for something else. So, like I said, the tanks are made for water. We put soil in it.
Yeah.
The arch is actually like a cattle panel, used to make fencing with, but it's rigid enough that you can run it and you can bend it in like a kind of like a 6 foot or more high arch. Mm-hmm. Great, I'm sure, for spiders to put a web in. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
It's like, thanks, dude.
You're walking there, you go, oh shit! I know I am.
What the fuck?
What? Yeah, what in the fuck?
Like you and your wife are like, we're gonna use this and we're gonna get vegetables and to grow and shit like that. I'm not going in there. There's spiders.
There's spiders in there. Sorry, burn it. Just get a bulldozer. Just run it all over.
Send the cats out there to go clear them out.
Clear the spiders. Yeah, they would. I know when there's a bug in the house because Phoebe's making noises. She's she wants to fucking murder it. But she's super cute. Oh. I'm like, just get it. Just go after it.
Fuck them up.
Yeah.
That's what you're fucking here for.
Yeah.
Get the bug.
Earn your fucking keep.
Yeah.
Anyway, so more on gardening too. I mowed the backyard in prep for working with the setting up the garden. Yeah. But the front yard, I let go a couple more days, and Jesus Christ, dude, because it's been raining a lot, so it's just been growing. It was 12 inches or more, and my little mower that's battery powered. Yeah. Did not like that. And it was again 90 something, 98 or so degrees outside. I got home from work and I'm like, well, the front yard's only growing more. In my head, it's growing, still growing in my head. I gotta do it right this second. I gotta take care of it. It's gonna only be worse tomorrow, and after that, it's gonna be worse after that.
You just all right, the mower's not gonna handle it. You get a scythe out and just start.
Oh, that's probably better actually. No, so the mower, it's not made for grass that is, it's not for harvesting the crop. Yeah. It's meant for baling hay. Yeah. And so it'll do 4 or 5 inch high grass. Okay. It'll do it fine. 12
Which I mean,
is,
that's 4 or 5 inches is pretty fucking good.
hey, you know what? That's taller than a lot of people.
That's actually pretty tall grass, if you ask me.
Stop shaming me for my grass height.
Same joke in the same episode.
Ryan. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a pain in the ass, dude. I was like, I gotta finish this. So I brought out I tried to knock some of it down with the tall stuff down with my
gun.
Just send rounds through it. Yeah, that'll work.
You have a couple bandoliers and just like, all right, you have a cigar in your mouth. It's you and me. You just start blasting like Yosemite Sam.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us. so yeah, I got my weed whacker out.
Yeah.
Knocked some of it down, and then I was like, all right, fuck this. This isn't going. I was just whacking it out so neighbors could see me.
Yeah.
Just whacking in public. No, so I just started mowing. Dude, I'm so tired. This is just yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I was just knackered,
Yeah.
All my UK folks will know what that means. I was just fucking knackered. I'm still like sore from it. So I was thinking took me like an hour and a half or so of just just working my ass off outside.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I'm going to take a freaking cold ass shower.
Mm-hmm.
You do a workout, you hit the fucking bike, you do some elliptical work, you hit the weights.
Yeah.
You take a cold shower, fixes everything. So I got cold shower after that.
Energy.
I felt like a champ.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I go back to work. I clock right in and go back to work right now. And I'm like, no.
Time for Entourage.
Fucking idiot. Yeah, no, I'm not watching Entourage without my brother.
Okay.
Hard stance.
Yeah.
My wife's like, you want to watch some Entourage? I'm like, is Cameron here? I don't fucking think he is.
Look here. I don't
hey,
hear
Cameron. No. Yeah. So, anyways, that's my what's new. It's kind of stupid, but I took my shoes off outside. I was covered like in grass from the weed whacker. Just like I wore shorts, obviously, like you do.
You need New Balances, like the dad ones, the white ones, not the fucking.
No, listen how smart I am, dude. Listen. Like I knew I was gonna be moving to a place that had plentiful green grass.
Yeah.
Okay. So I wear those green shoes when I mow the lawn.
No, you get the white
and
ones so they get grass stains, so you actually earn fucking respect.
Some merit.
Yeah. And then you wear those to HEB, and people are like, oh man,
that
put
guy
in the work today.
That guy does not have a riding mower. He's a fucking idiot. Basically.
You don't have enough property for a riding mower.
Man, I feel like I want one now. I got rid of one.
It's not that big.
Oh man, I know. I just need I think a gas powered one that's just way stronger.
Yeah.
Because I'm still gonna have to go out there, and because I did such an inconsistent job, I looked at it today, like some of the grass had laid down, and now it's like it's back up. I'm like,
if you just mow once a week, it would be better.
Yeah, it would. Yes, I should do that. I wasn't mowing for a while because there was no rain. It was like dormant. It was dead.
Yeah.
And then it's rained like this whole week, and it's like, oh well, there's a fucking river outside, can't mow. Oh, there's another river, and then it was just like, fuck, there's a fucking jungle outside.
Yeah.
The mailman's got to beat his way through. He's got a machete. He's like,
it's like Jumanji.
Jumanji. There you go. Anyways, what's new? What do you got?
Okay, so this week I downloaded a new plugin.
Nice. Free?
A trial one. So it's a Neural DSP Dark Glass plugin. And it sucks my ass.
As they say.
Unwashed ass. It sounds super thin and nothing like the pedals or amps, in my opinion. It's like
IMO.
Yeah. I was fucking around with it, and I'm like, okay. So I'm like, oh, I couldn't get it. Like, I'm like, I have 14 days. I'm really not going to give that much attention to this. Okay, so the reason why I downloaded it, because I'm like, Brian, oh, you have no, nobody's saying this. I have
Brian.
I have like the Amplitube, Ampeg
Yeah.
amps. I have the Apollo Universal Audio ones. I have Fractal. I have a bunch of shit to record bass. But the reason why I downloaded this is because, so I was fucking around with the settings on my B7K Ultra V2 pedal from Dark Glass, and
Huge shout out.
I love that. I love that pedal, but there's so many knobs on it and so many switches for tweaking that you can do on it that I'm like, it's kind of like, blam, option paralysis. I'm like, what do I tweak? Yeah, you can twist knobs to figure it out, which I have, and I have a sound that I have used for maybe a year. But I thought the other day, I'm like, let's just rattle some cages,
Kick it up a notch. Bam.
Change it, So, what I was thinking is, I don't know, maybe this could be a mini topic. I don't know, whatever. We'll see where we are. So, I know for myself, for me, I can go either way with tweaking settings on amps, pedals, plugins, etc. to find my tone, my sound. And you can get that by just fucking around and finding out. Or,
You got me. And hit me out like a second later. Stupid. Keep going.
People think they're hard, but fuck around and find out. Well, I'm like, I'm trying to on my Dark Glass. I'm trying to figure it out. Just fiddling around with knobs. You got to get those in. You can get those knobs. Some twisting. So that's one way to find your sound, right? Or sometimes I like to start with the presets or with pedals suggested settings.
Yeah.
And then maybe tweak from there. So I can actually go either way. I was like, I can find out if I can figure out a sound, or I'm like, this is what they suggested.
Yeah.
Let's do it from there. And I know it's broad strokes here from plugins, like I say maybe from like compressor settings, EQ or whatever of in your DAW, or reverb settings. I like that a lot because sometimes I'll find something like that's pretty fucking close to what I want, and I dial it in, and then I take somebody's like preset that they made, and I'm like, I tweak a couple things. I'm like, save as a BGAO setting, which I did tweak it. I did tweak their setting to make my own thing, right?
Yeah.
So, and a little side here. So it's like I know on the Wampler podcast, Chasing Tone. Brian Wampler has talked about how he doesn't like to do suggested settings for his pedals because it doesn't. Well, why? It doesn't make sense. It's like I don't know.
Because you're cutting into the front of the line.
No,
I get it.
I don't know what guitar you have. You just bought a pedal.
Yeah, exactly.
What guitar do you have? What amp do you have? I don't know how to dial this in. I'm like, I dial it in for a specific amp. You want a metal sound, but I have a AC30, and I gave you, this Marshall in a box. I'm like, I can dial it in on a AC30, but I'm gonna fucking have to change everything for a deluxe reverb. Like, I have no idea what the fucking user has. So I'm like, why am I gonna put suggested settings? But I'm like, and then he's like, I'll sometimes put them in there because that's what everybody's like. What are your suggested settings? What are your suggestions? I'm like, ugh.
Well, it'd be pretty simple to do still. I mean, I get it. It's just more work to do. But
it
if
could
someone's
be...
gonna just, single coil with an American clean amp.
But
okay.
At that point, it's like, you really just want to put 3 because you have a page. It was like, metal sound, rock sound, punk sound, something like that. And so I get where he's coming from. But I still like I still like to try the settings out. Anyways, so back to the reason why I got the plugin. So I was looking around I'm like, I have this, B7K Ultra, and it has a lot of knobs. I'm like, I couldn't count them off the top of my head, but I'm like,
got too many knobs. Sounds like a good
and
problem to
switches
have.
for like, here's your low mids. What kind of frequencies do you want to select for those? And then you can do, boosts and blah blah blah, whatever.
Yeah.
And blends and blah 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 blah. Okay, so I'm like, there's a lot of settings on here. I guess I could tweak it around to find out what works best. I'm like, maybe I want to switch it up. And then I was like, oh, I wonder if there's any suggested settings or, that people can be like, hey, if you kind of want a similar sound to this, try this setting. I'm like,
Yeah.
I would like to try it out and then tweak it to my own, preference. So I was like, you type in your specific pedal, which is, the dark glass, and there were none. Not a damn one. And everybody is like posting on like Bass Talk or Gear Talk or whatever.
It just says fucking send it. Just a whole bunch of hashtag fucking send it. You're like, God damn it.
Well, everybody's posting of like, you gotta fucking figure it out yourself, bro. Just fucking stop.
I'm not your mom.
Yeah.
I'm not your tone mom.
There's no cheats in life, dude. There's no fucking, user
damn.
guides. You can't get to the dungeon in Zelda in real life, bro. And it's like, I'm scrolling. I'm like, imagine if I posted this. I'd be
the
like,
tone. No, I just thought of a new podcast. There's the Tone Mob, but there's a Tone Mom. The Tone Mom podcast.
Yeah.
Dang. All right, keep going.
Got
Keep
him.
going. I'm gonna keep spitballing that one.
spitball. I'm
I'm
working.
gonna table that one for now.
Yeah. When you hear your family.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, and I found one that somebody had posted. I'm like, oh, I got a free trial or whatever. I used the fucking Neural DSP Dark Glass plugin, and I really like the sound of that so much that I bought the actual pedal for the B7K Ultra. And I don't remember any of the settings that were on like the presets, but there was a plenty of them that I used. I'm like, does anybody know what these presets are? Like, does anybody have any screenshots or whatever that they can send me and I can just tweak from there? And I'm like, I could do a free trial and I can get some presets from there and try it. And so I did. And you know what your boy did? I screenshotted a bunch of them. So I can tweak my actual pedal to kind of mimic what's on my screen there. And the pedal sounds way fucking better, by the way. It could be maybe because I have the free trial of the plugin, which doesn't
we want it to sound like shit on the free trial because we don't want anyone to buy it.
Exactly. That wouldn't make sense. But I'm like, it really does not sound good. So I do not recommend spending $100. Do not pass go on that plugin. It really does not sound good. Get a SansAmp and call it a fucking day. Fuck that plugin.
That sucks.
Although I saved a bunch of the presets, and the presets on the real pedal sound good.
All right. So it's paying off.
On the plugin, sounds really fucking bad.
Really bad to the bone.
Not bad to the bone, bad to the fucking
boner.
Yeah, it's not good. It's no bueno on those. But yeah, like I said, I saved a bunch of screenshots of these presets. Am I going to post them or share them with the person who asked for them? No, because fuck them. That's why.
There are tone settings for my my Bravo, my PV Bravo.
Yeah.
I haven't even tried them out yet, but there's like clean metal, blues clean, blues lead, jazz and country lead. I'm like, all right, I should probably try that out instead of just like wah, 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 wah,
yeah.
Bring, pull on shit.
Like
It feels like like the like a one man band type thing.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so I kind of went through my whole story there. I did find a plugin setting that I did like, and I've used it similar, and I did tweak it on my IRL pedal. It's Nolly from Animals as Leaders.
Nolly. Dude, that's Nolly of you. The nollie, like
like a reverse ollie. Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
Something
Sick.
like the NOLLY. Nollie from Animals as Leaders.
Huh.
They say he's from Get Good Drums, I think. I have no idea. Everybody talks like, Nollie, what's his preset? No, it's the Nollie preset. I'm like, and so I got it, and I actually put it on my pedal. I'm like, actually, this sounds pretty good. I might actually like a bit more gain.
Why, thank you.
Oh, I thank you, because I have more on the knob. So I turned that up.
A bonk? Yes.
What if we fucking turn it up to fucking maximum, bitch? And there we go. And I love it.
I love it.
I like gain. I love it. So I'm,
All right, sorry. They got
I'm
me good.
tweaking my, I knew that was like, I had it close, and I'm like, hammer it, got the joke. So,
Got him. He's unbreakable. Oh my God, it's Jason Bourne.
He's on fire. He's heating up. I don't discredit using presets and then either using them flat out or tweaking them to your own taste. I don't know.
Yeah.
I definitely like the starting point as opposed to like just like everything flat, figure it out, fuck off, dickheads.
Yeah.
You're on your own, bitches. I'm like,
this is like Goosebumps Choose Your Own Adventure.
yes. I don't mind and I don't think it's like they're cookie cuttering the tone of your music.
Everyone will sound the same. Shame on you. It's like, you don't think they can just change the settings themselves?
Yeah.
If they don't like it, if they like it, then that's the goal, right?
And there's so many ways to get a guitar sound, by the way.
Yeah.
Because, as soon as your amp that you hear and your fucking, like, the pants flapping or whatever on stage that you hear, it's actually going to be picked up from a microphone, which it could be selected by the engineer, which then is going to a preamp, then could be going to a compressor, to a board, then to digital to be preamped again and EQ'd, you fucking asshole.
It's gonna get changed anyways.
Yeah, it's like anyway. So I'm not against it really, but also I understand people's idea of like punch manufacturing cookie cutter of like here's the manufacturing belt of like Lucy and speed it up Eleanor. It's like it's fucking same fucking thing. I'm like, I can understand that. It's like, well, it's the same fucking thing. Well, you're not unique anymore. You're not you're not your own voice. I get it, but I'm like, I'm playing different shit, by the way.
Yeah, I'm like, playing shitty. The guy who you're thinking of is playing great.
No,
in your head.
Guess not so much that. I guess I don't know. And I have tweaked the preset to my own sound. Just fucking getting that knob hell,
Yeah, giving it hell.
Getting after it, getting in there. And I don't know. I don't mind that. I don't know. What about you? What do you think? I know maybe you're doing a lot more plugins too. Is that kind of like a go-to for you?
I feel like I fight my plugins a lot. Like I just had, like yesterday, I think I've talked about it before. I'm not really stoked on the PRS amps that I had. I think I was when I first had them for a couple months, and then I realized like I could make these sound better, and I was trying. I was really, really trying.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is, but they always sound like everything sounds like this coming out of it. I can never get a clear sound. And maybe that's the DAW. Maybe there's something that I need to add to it but I always find like I'm adding another EQ on top of it.
Yeah.
When like the EQs inside the amp are like ineffective. It's like there's no mids, there's no treble, there's no bass. It's like, what do these do? Why'd you spend the time to make this if it doesn't do shit?
Like in Action Bronson.
Yes, just like that. It took the words right out of my mouth.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
So I'm having problems with that, and I've had better luck, with the built-in amp
Yeah.
in action.
That I totally stole from our friend Austin Train.
Oh,
So credit where credit's due.
yeah, it's pretty good.
Listen.
So it's I'm just a little disappointed, but the built-in amps are okay. They're not like,
I mean, it was a $20 plug-in, so it's not.
I know,
right? You can't be too pissed.
but it's from fucking PRS.
But actually, it's PRS, so fuck them. You're right. Actually,
You're right. You know
take
what?
it back. Those cocksuckers.
Yeah, you would think that it would be at least okay. I mean, they
That
make
guy
amps.
actually seems like a real fucking dickhead, by the way.
Which one? John
Paul-
Mayer?
No, John Mayer.
Santana?
No, the Paul Reed Smith.
Oh, yeah, he does.
He's not. He's the guy, right? He's the Paul
He's
Reed
the
Smith?
dude.
Okay, so he's not dead. He kind of seems like a fucking asshole from what I've seen.
Yeah.
Like he's in videos. We've talked about it. Like videos with like Phil McKnight. Seems like a real fucking prick. He's in video, I think, with like early on with like Blake and Ryan. So Blake, Tone Mob, Ryan, 60 Cycle. Seems like a real fucking cunt.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I actually wanted to like try and like get a meeting at NAMM. We got ones for some bigger companies this past NAMM. I just happened to get COVID. So for the next NAMM, I kind of want to like, can we try and squeeze into PRS? I'm like, I get him on an interview. I'm like, why are you such a fucking cunt?
So the seagulls on this guitar.
Well, seagulls, why aren't they fucking called bagels? You know, when they're over the bay. Also, why are you a cunt?
Every question.
We just get kicked out. I'm like, what? I thought this was America.
Yeah, so I'm a little disappointed with those. Right.
Actually.
Right. I'm actually was it guitar, let's see what they call it. Guitar 5 or something? What's it called? Hold on. I'm looking up right now. It's from, I know, I'm in my DAW right now. My DAW. My DAW.
Oh, my dog.
Oh,
Love it.
I love it.
Is it IK Multimedia?
I don't think so.
Is it in? It's from your DAW?
It's not from, no, I got like a free, let's see, I gotta put it on a track. That's why it's not showing it to me. Hold on, no, this is really good for, here we go. It is Guitar Rig 5.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It is from Native Instruments.
Yeah.
But I got it as a free trial thing.
You like it?
Yeah. There's like let's see, let me explore a little bit here. There's a lot of things that are listed, obviously are only for demo.
Yeah.
But there's some really good free amps they have in here, and
is
they're
it a time trial?
Yeah, so once you start the demo, it's like they're timed.
14 days.
I think it's even less than that, but we'll see. So they have Angus. So they have Black Angus lead. So obviously that's like
steak.
It's gonna be Marshall. Yeah, it's gonna be Black Angus.
It's gonna be a
Stuart
steak.
Anderson's. It's basically like
steak and a potato. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
You fat fuck.
And it's the lead one that comes out of the kitchen first.
Yeah.
No, so that one obviously is a AC/DC style amp, and they have Malcolm. So that's the other guitarist from AC/DC.
No,
right?
Yeah,
right.
Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Malcolm Young and Angus Young. They were brothers, right? Am I right?
I think so.
So they're both, the one's listed as lead, one's rhythm.
I was thinking of Malcolm Jamal Warner, Theo from Cosby Show. He's not,
Jesus.
Okay, no. Okay, roll that back. I'm gonna cut that out.
Then there's one that's listed.
Like fuck you. Or Malcolm in the Middle. God damn it! It should have been Malcolm in the Middle.
I was gonna say that, but you stole it. So you stole the show, dude.
You fucked up that joke. I was gonna come in with a Malcolm in the Middle joke that was gonna slay, but you had to just fucking shit the bed. It's like standing up on stage doing like a open mic set, and I just shit my pants. But I try and hide it by I piss my pants and shit my pants at the same time. So I piss my pants first and I turn around and I just shit my pants. I'm like, wow, why do you have to wear white pants today?
Like, damn, of all the pants you have,
Yeah.
you have brown pants, Could have worn those. No, so they have like a cheesy, it's literally called cheesy 80s metal lead. I use that one. So I use those 3 really.
Yeah.
They have alternative crunch. So, but what's cool is you can go in there and you can mess with the pedals that are also associated with these. So
you can
I might buy the full program.
Tweak some knobs and shit. How much is it?
Yeah. That's another question. I don't know.
$100.
I think they're on the next one anyways.
I think they're on sale, like the post Labor Day sale.
Yeah. No, Guitar Rig 6 is $199.
Wait till Black Friday. It's gonna be under $100 for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, so I'll probably get the new one, just be done with it and kind of have the full thing.
With like software, they're always like, "Oh, we got more fucking, the sale. It's extended another week."
Billy Mays is selling that shit.
It's like Waves plugins is, definitely notorious for that. But even Pro Tools is, it's getting me looking. I'm able to, it's like upgrade your perpetual to the newest whatever, even if you're like way out of like the date range. And I'm like,
that's not right, dude.
Maybe for like
you can still be dated, dude. That's not.
you're Brian. You're undateable. But it's just like with plugins. I'm like, this is ones and zeros, and I know it took development or whatever, but I'm like, they price it at just astronomical differences. Of like, this plugin is fucking $600, but bro, for me, you and me, $40.
Yeah.
Was it really $60? I'm like, as far as you know.
Yeah. We control the market. We set the prices.
Yeah. So I don't know. That was it. Kind of a what's new, and then we got a topic in there. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
All right.
I like it. I like tweaking and finding out on my own what sounds.
Don't tell people you like tweaking. They might think something different of you.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess if maybe I'm
a tweaker.
I'm a tweaker, but I'm also a fucking follower or whatever. A fucking copier. I'm a copycat and a tweaker.
There you go.
The 2 worst things that you could be. There's actually way worse.
Poser. Yeah.
I'm a poser and a tweaker. How about that? I'm a poser. So what we learned today, I'm a poser and a tweaker. So I don't mind it. I don't mind like somebody else's settings and then just like, hey, do I like that? And then kind of like, oh, maybe like Brian Wampler was saying, like the gain may not be enough. The tone EQ may not be the same for the amp or whatever. I'm like, at that point, I'll figure it out. But I'm like, what did you think? I kind of want to know.
Yeah.
Anyways, so, I like that. That was a good episode. It was fucking Riff City, baby.
You're just talking about the episode. We're still in it. Wow, that was good. We're not done with it yet, Brian.
Fucking sick ass episode, dude. Fucking.
Do some fucking housekeeping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
The people are waiting. They wait a whole hour
just to hear
for us to read some fucking names. Beautiful names.
Read the promos here. We could actually probably do this at the beginning. That might not be bad. But we are, creatures of habit. So
we should flip it and see how it sounds.
And somebody's gonna be like, click off right away. Boo, you suck.
I told all my friends not to subscribe.
Yeah, fuck them.
They weren't listening to it already, but now they know of it.
We haven't even got there yet. All right. Just want to say thank you for tuning into the Tone Jerks podcast. If you like what you hear, you can follow along on social media. We have a Facebook group linked in the description, or you can search the Tone Jerks. You'll find it. Posting, we got some people getting rowdy over there, getting wild over there in the group. And then, we have on Instagram at the Tone Jerks, post cool shit on the rag over there. And then if you're, if you like what you hear, you want to, feel a little generous over there, but you don't want to give us money, which we're going to get to in a second. You can, rate the show on iTunes or Apple Podcasts and Spotify. hopefully give us 5 stars if you're feeling generous. And if that's actually the only review that you can give us is 5 stars.
And if you're not feeling generous, 5 stars.
Yeah. So
also 5 stars.
That's how you stick it to the man. Give us 5 stars. Welcome to the resistance. He gave Tone Jerks 5 stars.
It's all uphill from here.
Exactly. So, besides, the ratings over there and the Facebook groups, you can help support the show on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. But if you double down for $2 a month, you get an extra episode every week. We got a whole, a backlog. It was a baby got backlog over there.
Baby got backlog.
We got over 240 bonus episodes on our Patreon. If you sign up for $2 a month, you get an extra episode every week. And you get to put that in your favorite podcatcher. Get to catch up on all the new episodes that drop every Tuesday. And you get everything from the past, couple years or several years. Shit.
Jesus.
We're coming up on 250 here.
When did we start playing? Not playing. Doing that. What playing?
It was in October for sure. So we're coming up on it for sure. It was the beginning of the podcast. But so we get a lot of content over there on Patreon. So for just $2 a month, you get it over there. If you want a little Brian hack over there, $2 a month, you download everything, put it on a hard drive, and then you can come back in a year, download the next 52 episodes.
Don't tell him that.
Hey, I decided to maximize the JOI over there, and just for the support.
We're doing JOI on our Patreon.
Yeah,
so
maximize the ROI on the JOI on the Patreon. But just for support, we want to give you a huge shout out, a sizable acknowledgement. Kyle, you got a list over there?
I got it right here.
Why don't you give it to baby?
I got Andrew Walsh from Andrew's Alcove and the Second Button Podcast. I got Abe Newman, Michael Newman, Nicholas Payson.
Warm White Claw, man. Hits a spot.
It metabolizes faster. Nicholas Ogburn, Doug King, Doug Chris from 37 Effects, Joe from Like My Pedals, Will Lehue from Energy Weapon, Tony DeGraw from the Signal Path Podcast. They're all in this, they're just mixing and masters of the cinematic universe.
Yeah, they're just all
the Just Surprising Podcast. Yeah, they're close.
They're way in there. And then
Texas Boggle State champs.
Yes.
Texas State Boggle champs, I should say. Texas Size 10-4 also.
Yeah, I listened to So Tony and Joe do a King of the Hill podcast, and I'm like, Texas Boggle State champs? Texas State Boggle champs? I listen to it all the time. I think it's Texas State Boggle champs. I fuck up the name every goddamn time.
Yeah, I have it written down. I let it go since it's not my podcast.
It's like, God damn it, Brian, you stupid fucking piece of shit.
We have RJ Smith from Teletalks. Got Jamie Davis, Johnny Ray.
Oh, Johnny
Ray. Steve Rao from 60 Cycle Hum. Kevin E. Quits from E. Quits Guitars. You know what we do need? I need to have a vocal delay that I can just turn on when I'm talking. Just certain words. So I can yell it in here and just bye.
Yeah, to a megaphone or
yeah. Oh yeah. All analog stuff. Let's see, Schneider. We've talked about him on the podcast, right? Or we talked about him on the page.
Yeah, fuck him.
No. Yeah, tune in to see what kind of dirt we got on good old Schneider. He's from a band called Night Tides.
Stay tuned.
Making waves with those tides.
Fuck. That's a great that's a great way. It's like, Night Tides are making waves here in Tennessee.
Tennessee and Nashville and Gashville.
There's in Smashville here. There's probably somebody on the radio. I'm like, Night Tides are making waves. And then he's probably thinking
Night Tides. Yeah,
he's like, I'm so fucking smart.
We got to get the copyright on that statement.
Yeah. Let's fucking go to Nashville. Let's get on the radio. Start a show.
Why Nashville?
That's where Go is. His band is making waves in Nashville.
Oh, so we do that. We relocate our lives. We establish, ourselves. We work our way up from intern all the way up. So we both are at the same level at the same time, have our own TV show, our own radio show, AM, by the way.
Yeah.
And then we go, and Night Tides is making waves. And then we quit.
Yeah. And then, because there's like all the oceans over there in Nashville.
Exactly.
So we all wear, we drive lifted truck with Salt Life stickers on it in Nashville.
Alvaro Viramontes, Brian Nutter of Nutter Guitars, Ian, Sean Arbo from Gun Street Wiring Shop, Sean Fahey from Shadowhounds, Sean Wright from Lollygagger Effects, Juan Ortiz from Tone Hungry Effects,
Oh, yeah.
Mike Oxbig, Huge Erection, and Denny Whacked It.
Yum.
Yum. Zach Hale, Eric Merrill from YouTube, Scott Hamilton from the Effects Loop podcast, Tim Noah from Bardic Audio Devices, Tyler Ryans from Tyler Casey Riffs on Instagram, Matthew Fenslaw, Michael McVeigh, and Matthew Davis. And that is the list.
All right. That's it. We will see you next time. We love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.